Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Natick High School in Natick, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school JV boys volleyball contest between the hosting Natick High Redhawks and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. And welcome to anyone who was tuning in to our varsity live stream today, as the Brookline High varsity boys volleyball team just got done with a real signature win, defeating Natick in straight sets, 3-0, with set scores of 25-20, 25-16, 25-14. And now JV here to put on a show of their own in what should be another good one. Pre-game clock says we got about 3 minutes, 45 seconds before we get this one underway. So really quick, let's go through the rosters for today. And we'll start with the hosting Natick Redhawks. You can see warming up on the court here. Going in order of jersey number really quick for Natick. First off, we have number 1, Jaden Chow. Then number 2, Noah Chin. Number 5, Kyle Eng. Number 7, Daniel Brasco. Number 9, Jason Stracuzzi. Number 11, Henry Engelman. Number 15, Quentin Lord. Number 17, Benjamin Antunes. And number 25, Phineas Rando. The head coach of the Natick High JV boys volleyball team is Bob Harless. And now, for the first time, let's introduce the 2025 Brookline High JV boys volleyball team. Going in order of jersey number for Brookline, first off we have number 2, Merrick Stein. Next we have number 8, Matt Rosales. Number 11, Ben Zhu. Number 14, Henry Perdue. Number 22, Jack Castro. Number 24, Will Kiger. Number 25, Ivan Epworth. Number 27, Max Wong. Number 30, Ryan Chang. Number 36, Jed O'Donnell. Number 46, Henry White. Number 86, Noah Martin. And number 88, Luis Suarez. Head coach of the Brookline High JV boys volleyball team is Justin Suhu. So there are your rosters coming into today. And if there are any JV family members or friends of the players tuning in, I want to encourage you, if I'm messing up the pronunciation of any names, please, please, please correct me either in the live chat or by sending me an email, whatever is most convenient for you. You know, I want to do these young men right by getting their names right. You know, and there are a lot of these guys I'm covering for the first time, so I don't know their pronunciation, and I'm just hoping that my first guess is correct. So don't feel like you're bothering me. Don't feel like it's a burden or anything like that. You're doing me a favor if you're correcting me. So please, 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 if I'm getting anything wrong, please correct me. You know, in particular, number 11, I'm not sure if his last name is pronounced Zhu or Zo or Zhu or Zhou or something like that. That's one where I'm like, I'm not entirely sure. So any corrections I can get in respect to that can be really, really helpful. Or even just confirmation if I'm getting it right. The two teams huddling up before we start. here in JV, we play best of 3 sets as opposed to the best of 5 format in varsity. So it's first to 2 sets wins the match. Scoring is still first to 25, win by 2. I'm not sure if the 3rd set turns into a first to 15. I think it does, but I'm not entirely certain. This is my first time covering JV, so I'm just basing it off my knowledge of seeing it going on while I'm setting up my equipment for varsity streams. So I'm not entirely sure. Again, if there's anyone who knows more, I'm not opposed to being corrected in the live chat or an email. Natick will get first serve here in the opening set. Brookline starting with a lineup of Matt Rosales, Noah Martin, Luis Suarez, Jed O'Donnell, Ben Zhu, and last one, I think, is Will Kiger. For Natick, starting off, they have Henry Engelman, Quentin Lord, number 20, who I don't know, and the serve goes off the net court, but it's dug out by Zhu, set by Suarez, and a spike sails long from Rosales, and Natick will take the first point. Rounding out the Natick lineup, they also have number 1, Jaden Chow, number 10, who's not on the roster I was given, and the server, as the serve taken by Rosales, followed by Suarez, sent over by Kiger, dug out by number 14, as it's set up for 15, and 15 gets the kill. That's Quentin Lord, giving Natick a 2-0 lead. I'm going to check my roster, see if maybe I can find some hints on the JV2 list for Natick. I'm not finding any hints there. This serve into the net from number 14 as Brookline gets their first point off a service error. This serve received by Chow, set by 14, a roll shot from Lord, and they called Brookline for an illegal move there. It's so strange, they don't have an official up on the ladder at the JV level, it seems. As this serve is received, set by Suarez, a spike from Kiger is dug out by Chow, set by 14, and a spike whiffed there by 20. Three to 2 to start here in the first set. Now on serve for Brookline is Matt Rosales. Serve is received, set by 14. A spike out of the middle goes for a kill for number 11, Henry Engelman. Now Engelman on serve, received by O'Donnell. Kept alive by Suarez, but not legally, as that was an illegal underhit. First hit was a little too close to the net, and now Natick leads 5-2. Serve received by O'Donnell, set by Suarez, pushed over by Zhu, chased down by Lord, set by 14. 10, the spike blocked back by, I believe, Will Kiger. Brookline with their first non-error point there, off a nice block from Will Kiger. Now this serve received by Lord, set by 14. 10, the spike blocked back again, but kept alive by Chow, and 14 and pushed over by 20. Received by O'Donnell, set by Suarez. Zhu the spike. Ben Zhu with the kill there. Now the serve, and it's a service ace, and goodness, that was so fast I didn't even have a chance to get out of the replay. I'm sorry about that, folks. But a service ace from Jed O'Donnell, number 36. This one received, set by 14. Lord along spike, received by Rosales, set by Suarez. Kiger almost whiffed on that one, but gets it over, sent back on one. Received and pushed over by Henry White, taken by Chow, set by 14. 10, the spike into the net, and could not get that one over. Brookline now leading 6-5. Coming back nicely with 4 unanswered points. This served, sent over on one by Chow, and Brookline struggling, but they do get it over as Zhu pushes it over. Received by Lord. They set up for a long spike from Lord, but he misses it long. O'Donnell the serve, received by 10, set by 14, 25 spikes it, and dug out by O'Donnell, followed up by Zhu, punched over by Kiger. Received by 20, set by 14. Lord the roll shot, dug out by Rosales, set by Suarez. Zhu the spike again. Ben Zhu with another nice kill, his second of the day. That's the second kill overall for the Warriors. This serve dug out by number 7 as they set up for Lord. Blocked back by White, but recovered. Now they set it up for number 7, Daniel Brasco, but it was blocked back, and then an error on Natick's part. They couldn't follow it up with a second hit due to some miscommunication there. O'Donnell's serve taken by Lord and sent over on one. Received by O'Donnell, set by Suarez. White the spike. Henry White delivering out of the middle for his first kill of the day. 3 assists now for Luis Suarez. O'Donnell's serve received by Brasco. Barely kept alive, but they could not string 3 full hits together to get that one over. O'Donnell's serve, not received. Another ace from Jed O'Donnell, his second of this long point streak, as Brookline has scored 10 unanswered points. And another serve, this one received by Chow, followed up by 14, pushed over by Brasco, received by White, bumped up by Suarez. Zhu punches it with the left hand. Ben Zhu with his 3rd kill. Suarez 4 assists, and Brookline 13-5 the lead. Serve received by Brasco, set by 14. Lord the long spike, received by Rosales, set by Suarez. Kiger the spike. Could not get it through, might have been blocked. I couldn't quite tell. But Natick gets the point and finally puts an end to Brookline's 11-point streak. And that was just a miscommunication on Brookline's part as number 20 gets the ace. A whole bunch of Brookline players were screaming short as if that was going to go into the net, and it just didn't. And so nobody was ready for it. This one taken by O'Donnell, bumped up by Suarez, pushed over by Kiger. Kiger with the push kill there. As that's his first kill of the day. Suarez with 5 assists now. Checking in for Brookline to serve. I believe that's number 27, Max Wong. Wong sends it over, dug out by Lord, set by number 3, and Brasco was about to send it over, but Brookline called for going over the net. Serve Brasco, received by Zhu, followed up by Wong, and Zhu manages to punch it over. Received by Chow, followed up by 3, pushed over by Lord, taken by O'Donnell, set by Wong, spike White. Henry White with his 2nd kill and first assist for Max Wong. Serve now from Zhu, dug out by Lord, followed up by 3, bumped over by Brasco. Received now by Merrick Stein, set by Wong. Spike Rosales Matt Rosales with his first kill of the day. And second assist for Wong. Serve from Zhu, received by Chow, set by, or no, misplayed. They call the double hit as that one slid off the hands wrong for number 3. 17-8, Brookline dominating early in this first set as a timeout is called. Okay, I think number 11's name is actually pronounced Ben Zhao. I think I messed that. I've been messing that one up. I'm sorry about that, folks. Of course, that's just what a quick Google search told me. Again, if anyone knows the correct pronunciation and knows I'm messing it up, then I encourage you to correct me. Out of the timeout, Ben Zhao going back on serve. And into the net. Now Natick going on serve with Jaden Chow. This one received by O'Donnell, set by Wong. Tap is blocked wide, and Rosales gets his second kill. Second kill for him, and third assist for Max Wong, as both Brookline setters Suarez and Wong have had their chances here today. White serve received by Brasco, sent over on 2 by 3, dug out by White, sent over on 2 by Wong, but it's sent wide. 18-10 is the score. Now 14 the serve, long. Couple subs in for Brookline. Suarez and Kiger back in the game, replacing Stein and Wong. Serve from Suarez, received by Brasco, set by 14. 10 the spike, could not be blocked. This serve, received by O'Donnell, close to the net. Suarez keeps it alive, but Kiger whiffs on the spike. Taken by O'Donnell, off the net, kept alive by Suarez. Roll shot O'Donnell, dug out, set by 14, but could not be followed up. Not a full kill, but still 2 straight points where Luis Suarez makes a smart play close to the net to set up his teammates to send it over. Rosales the serve, received by Chow, sent over on 2 by 14, but he misplayed it. Illegal hit makes it 21-12. And Rosales serve into the net. Taking over on serve now is Henry Engelman. Engelman's serve. Rosales was not ready. Brookline didn't realize the point had started. And so a free ace for Henry Engelman. This serve received by O'Donnell, set by Suarez. Spike Zhao. Ben Zhao with his 4th kill of this first set. As Suarez gets assist number 6. Serve from O'Donnell goes wide. Number 3 checks back in for Natick, replacing 14. Serve sails long from number 10. Brookline 2 points away from taking this first set, as Wong and Stein check back in, replacing Kiger and Suarez. Wong's serve is received. Sent over on 2 by number 3. Nice crafty hit from the Natick setter there. Serve from Brasco goes for an ace. You know, this first set's not over yet. Brookline's still got to get those last 2 points. The serve off the net cord, but received and set up for White, but Doug, no. They called, did they call a violation, or did they say that it wasn't? I think they called some violation on Natick, unless they said that unless they said that it did hit the floor or something. Either way, set point for Brookline. Zhao the serve into the net. Serve from Chow, received by Rosales, set by Wong. Rosales the spike blocked, but recovered by O'Donnell, and Henry White finishes. How about that for a dynamic finish to the set? A big recovery by Jed O'Donnell, and then Henry White with his 3rd kill to finish the first set. Brookline takes the first one, 25-18. Unofficial stats through that first set. I had Ben Zhao with 4 kills for Brookline, Henry White with 3 kills, Matt Rosales with 2 kills, Will Kiger 1 kill, 1 block. I had Luis Suarez with 6 assists, and Max Wong with 3 assists, and Jed O'Donnell with 2 aces and 1 assist. For Natick, I had numbers 3 and 10 with 1 kill each. Also, Quentin Lord with 1 kill, Henry Engelman 1 kill, 1 ace, Daniel Brasco 1 ace, and number 20 1 ace. And boy, they move quick in the breaks in JV. No hesitation. You know, it almost feels like they got like a 5-second pitch clock going with some of these, with how fast they're moving. You know, the time between points comparing varsity with JV almost feels like comparing the time between pitches between MLB and high school. It's like there's just they just move right to it. Like, I barely have time to show the replays. Not much analysis to be given. It's a very different animal. Brookline halfway to victory here in Natick, having won the first set. Remember, this is best of 3. So if Brookline takes the next set, they win the match. Brookline's going to run with a different libero this time, as Jed O'Donnell will be wearing the blue jersey this time, while wearing the white libero jersey will be number 30, Ryan Cheng. Luis Suarez will be serving to start us off here in set number 2. Serve is received by Brasco, set by 14. Brasco tries the roll shot but can't get enough on it, as it won't go over, and Brookline takes the first point. The serve from Suarez taken by Brasco, set by 14. Tap over is dug out by number 22, Jack Castro. Tap over by Merrick Stein, deflected and recovered. Now bumped over by Brasco, received by White, set by Suarez. Stein, the spike, blocked back but recovered by White, set by Suarez. Pushed over this time by Stein, received by the libero, set by 14. Spike is blocked back. I believe it was Henry White on the block that time. Let's take a look at the replay. Yes, Henry White with his first block of the day. The serve dug out by Brasco, followed up by 14, punched over by Lord, received by White, set by Suarez. And, oh, they call a violation on Brookline. They went over the middle line. And Natick, with some miraculous efforts on defense, manages to take the point there. Brasco's serve goes just long. Ben Zhao with the matrix dodge there to duck under that ball and let it go just long. Now on serve is Castro. Castro's serve sails long. Engelman the serve, and Cheng couldn't dig it out. Second ace of the day for Henry Engelman. This serve is dug out by Cheng, set by Suarez. Zhao the spike blocked. Suarez recovers, followed up and bumped over by Cheng. Received by Brasco, set by 14, and they whiff on it. So once again, the defensive struggle, the defensive struggle pays off, as it allows them to stay alive long enough for the opponent to make a mistake. 4-3, the Brookline lead. Cheng now on serve. Serve is received by Lord, set by Brasco. Lord, the spike, dug out by Cheng, bumped up by Suarez, somehow punched over by Zhao despite the weird angle. And now Brasco sends it back, dug out again by Cheng, set by Suarez, spike Stein this time. And Merrick Stein gets his first kill. Suarez with his 7th assist as that serve is dug out by Noah Chin. Spike blocked but recovered by 10. Followed up by 25, tapped over by 10, received by Zhao, set by Suarez. Zhao punches it over to the back line, received by Brasco, set by 3. 10 the spike, and he launches it long. Serve received by Brasco, set by 3. Brasco the spike into the net, but even a violation before he sent it into the net. Cheng's serve received by Brasco, set by 3. Spike is a nice kill for Quentin Lord. Brookline bench trying to bring some noise here in the second set. Serve now from Kyle Eng is dug out, set up for Noah Martin. Noah Martin with his first kill as Luis Suarez gets assist number 8. Max Wong replacing Suarez as the setter. He'll go on serve. Serve is received by Chin, set up by 3. Spike Lord gets through for the kill. Three kills now for Quentin Lord. Lord's serve received by Cheng, set by Wong. Rosales, the spike gets through for a kill. Rosales with his 3rd kill. Wong with his 4th assist. Now this serve from Zhao, received by Chin, bumped up by 3. Tapped just over by Brasco. Oh, but it touched they're going to say it touched the pole. It is allowed to touch the net and go over, but those little poles at the end there, the ball can't touch them or go around them. Zhao's serve, received by Chin, kept alive by 3, bumped over by Brasco. Received by Zhao, set by Wong. Spike Martin is blocked. Blocked by number 25, Phineas Rando. Now Noah Chin on serve for the Red Hawks. Received by Cheng, set by Wong. Spike sails long from Rosales. Point to Natick. Chin serve, received awkwardly, but received by Castro, and now Castro taps it over as it's received, followed up by 3, tapped over by Brasco, and Brasco gets the tap kill there. Brasco with his 1st kill of the day, and Natick starting to cut it close on Brookline, 10-8 here in the 2nd set. Chin on serve, received by Cheng, set by Wong. Castro, the spike. Castro places it perfectly in no man's land for his 1st kill of the day. Wong now with 5 assists. 11-8, the Brookline lead. Noah Martin, the serve, dug out by Chin, followed up by 3. Brasco blocked. Henry White with another block. Spike came from a little further back, and it went right to the blocker's hands. Serve received by Lord, and set up for a long spike from Lord. Received by Zhao, bumped up by Wong. Castro, the roll shot. Received by Chin, set by 3. Spike out of the middle, deflected. Recovered by Castro, but could not be followed up. And we can call that a kill for Henry Engelman. Number 3, the serve. Dug out by Zhao, set by Wong. Spike Rosales. Oh, I guess the official didn't see it. They're calling a mulligan on it. This is the tough thing at the varsity. What the? Oh, yeah, Natick was on serve. Received by Zhao, set by Wong. Castro, the spike, dug out by Chin, set by 3. Brasco, the spike, could not be dug out. Tough reversal of fortune for Brookline, as it looked like Rosales had the kill, but then the official couldn't see it, and they had to replay the point, and Natick gets it on the replay. And an ace now for number 3 as Natick cuts this down to 1 point. It's tough. You only got 1 official here at the JV level. At the varsity level, you have 2 officials, and you have some volunteer linesmen at the corners. Serve received by Castro, set by Wong. White is blocked, recovers the ball, kept alive, not quite. Didn't quite see who blocked it. I think it might have been number 3, maybe? But either way, we are tied up at 12 apiece. Serve goes long. Brookline subbing Suarez and Stein back into the game, replacing Wong and Rosales. Suarez, the serve off the net cord, but sent over on one by Chin. Received by Suarez, set by Chang. Spike Stein, received at the back by Lord, set by 3. Long spike Lord goes into the net. Serve Suarez, goes off the fingertips for an ace. First ace of the day for Luis Suarez. This one dug out, sent over on one by Chin, received by Stein, set by Suarez. Stein, the spike, received, bumped up by Chin, pushed over by Brasco, received by White, set by Suarez, and the spike from Castro deflected and dug out by Lord, followed up by 3. Battle at the net is won by Natick, but recovered by White, set up by Suarez, tapped over by Stein, received by Engelman, set by 3. Engelman, the spike into the net. Sometimes all you got to do is stay alive long enough for your opponent to make a mistake, and that's what Brookline did there, is they now lead by 4. Suarez, the serve, received by Chin, set by 3. Tap over by Brasco, followed up by Chang, set by Suarez. Spike Stein, dug out by Chin, set by 3. Tap over by Brasco, received by White, set by Suarez. Spike is sailed long by Castro. Brasco on serve, received by Chang, set by Suarez. Stein, the spike is blocked, but it's recovered by White, followed up by Chang. Pushed over by Stein, blocked again, but Stein recovers, set by Suarez, and tapped down by Castro. Great read by Luis Suarez. They got blocked twice on the left side, and so Suarez decided to go the other side to Jack Castro, who gets his second kill as that serve goes wide. Suarez collected his 9th assist on that point for Brookline, but Natick takes it back on the service error. The serve received by Castro, set by Suarez. Zhao, spike blocked wide. Another kill for Ben Zhao. That is his 5th. 5th kill for Ben Zhao, and now Luis Suarez with magic assist number 10. This serve sails long. 18-15, Brookline trying to get to that crucial 20-point threshold where you can start feeling the end in sight. Serve received by Castro, set by Suarez, pushed over by Zhao, received, set by 3. Spike Lord is blocked, recovered there, set by 3. Long spike over by 10, received by Castro, set by Suarez. Roll shot by Zhao was partially blocked by Rando, but the block backfires as Zhao gets his 6th kill and Suarez his 11th assist. 19-15 as Wong replaces Suarez and Rosales comes in for Stein. Serve received by Chin, followed up by 10, and bumped over by Chin, received by Castro, set by Wong. Tap over by Rosales, dug out by 3, set by Brasco. Lord, the spike deflected, somehow dug out by Chang and bumped over by Martin. Received by 10, set by 3. Long spike Brasco, and Brookline couldn't get the defensive miracle a second time as Daniel Brasco gets his 3rd kill. Quentin Lord on serve. and it's an ace. Misread on the back line as it went off Cheng's chest. Lord with his first ace of the day. Serve received by Castro, set by Wong, and the spike by Zhao. Another kill for Ben Zhao. As Brookline does reach the 20-point threshold first here in the second set. Max Wong with his 6th assist on that one. Zhao the serve, received by Chin, set by 3. Brasco, the roll shot goes down the line and drops in. Wong decided to try and let that one go, as he wasn't really in a good position to hit it anyhow. But it drops inside the line, and Brasco gets his 4th kill. Serve Chin, received by Zhao, set by Wong, blocked but recovered by Martin, set by Wong, pushed over by Castro, received by Lord, set by 3. Brasco, the spike, drops in. Daniel Brasco bringing Natick back with his 5th kill, and this second set getting really close here, 20-19. As Noah Chin goes back on serve. Serve received by Cheng, and they could not follow it up. And we're tied up at 20. Serve taken by Cheng, set by Wong. Castro the spike. Huge point from Jack Castro. As Brookline trying to put a stop to this comeback by the Redhawks. Castro his 3rd kill, Wong his 7th assist. Serve into the net from Martin, and we're tied up again at 21. Now number 3 on serve. Received by Zhao, followed up by Wong. Roll shot Castro, received by Chin, set by 3. Awkward spike, it's dug out by Zhao, bumped up by Wong and bumped over by Zhao. Received by Lord, set by 3. Brasco the spike, couldn't get it over. We're coming down to the wire here in the second set. Brookline trying to end it, Natick trying to force a 3rd do-or-die set. As Suarez and Stein check back in for Brookline. Suarez the serve, received, sent over on 1, spiked right back by Henry White. Clutch delivery both on the serve from Suarez and on the spike from Henry White for his 4th kill of the day. Brookline 2 points away. Serve received awkwardly by Brasco, but followed up by Lord and bumped over by 3. Taken by Zhao, set by Suarez. Castro taps it over, blocked back. Castro recovers, followed up by Suarez, bumped over by Cheng. Received by Engelman, set by 3. Spike Brasco. Was there a deflection? The official appears uncertain. He's going to say, I think he said it hit the pole. He says it hit the pole. Point to Brookline, and Brookline now with set point. Suarez serving, Chin takes, set by 3. Spike blocked back, and they can't recover, and Brookline wins the match. Let's see who got that block. It was White and Stang on the coverage there. I think they might have each gotten a hand on it. You know what? I'm gonna do something I don't do a lot. I'm gonna give half a block to each of them. Half a block to Stein, half a block to White. And what better way to end this match as Brookline takes care of business both at the varsity and JV level. The final score, Brookline 2 sets, Natick none. Set scores 25-18, 25-21. The Warriors come through clutch down the stretch. Natick was able to come back and tie it up at 20, and then tie it up again at 21, but Brookline with 4 unanswered points to close it out, ending with that combined block by Henry White and Merrick Stein. Well, that's going to do it for this one, and that's going to do it for all my broadcasts here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into this one, and if anyone tuned in for both, thank you for tuning into both. Remember, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But also be on the lookout for other live streams. These streams for volleyball are unlisted, so find out either from coaches or parents or players how you can find the stream links for these live streams. This is not going to be my only JV live stream this year. We got, I think, about 5 more on the docket this season, including 1 more against Natick later in May. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. If there's anything you'd like to say after the stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment section down below. You can go also down to the description section of the video where you can find some helpful links for stuff. Our local charity spotlight, I didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but the Brookline Community Foundation, you can find out about them, all the different grants that they give to the community, including the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School. You can find their link and phone number down in the description section of this video down below. Also some links related to me that you can see in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments that you may have. And don't forget to follow me on social media on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. Brookline 2 sets, Natick none. Set scores 25-18, 25-21 from Natick High School in Natick, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.